honestly, I don't know how I've ended up in this situation again, but we're gonna fix it again. Hello beauties and welcome back to my corner of the internet. If you are new here, then my name is Mariah, also known as Live Life's Beauty, and I'm so glad that you found me. And if you're a returning subscriber, then hello and welcome back for another video. We are doing a seasonal switch over of my fabric stash. So in the last organise and declutter my fabric stash, I actually didn't declutter anything. It was the first time that I actually organised my fabric stash into fabrics that I want to work with over that season, and then fabrics that I could pack away. Here we are again, switching over. So we're going to get rid of my winter projects and get into my summer projects. However, in all of this, what I did not anticipate was not actually doing any projects. We have this 80-litre tote bag of fabrics and projects that I have not touched, along with all of these stuff behind it that has not been touched. So this time we are actually getting really ruthless because it's beyond a joke now. I just clearly thought I would have more crafting time than I actually did. I'm on the floor because it's the best place for you to see everything. But my legs are hurting. I'm old. My knees hurt. I think the mistake I made here was that I have actual sewing fabric mixed in with upcycling and DIY projects. So I think I'm going to split it into 3 sections. I'm going to do one mending pile, which are basically easy little mends. So I have some tops with holes, some trousers with busted zippers, so just little things that I can kind of quickly turn around and get out of this pile. Then we're going to have pile number 2, which is upcycling projects, which are a bit more work. So for instance, turning a garment that was something into something completely different. And then we're going to have number 3, which is all of my fabrics that, you know, I have to cut a pattern, make the pattern and sew it all up, that kind of way. So I'm going to get started on this box, guys. Here, right off the bat, I wanted to make some makeup bags out of this. Here in the UK, Mother's Day is March, and I did plan to make these for Mother's Day gifts. However, that time has passed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn these into teacher gifts. So I'm going to still make them a cosmetic bag, but I think I'm going to gift it to my children's teacher, because they both have female teachers. So if they don't like the colour pink, I'm sorry, you're getting a pink handmade bag from me. That would be classed as an upcycle because we have a lot more to do. I got a lot of clothes from my mum because I loved the material and the fabrics, and I just wanted to make something. It's not coming up as nice on camera, but it's nice little silver sparkly top, and I thought it was really cute, and I think I could like wear it in the same way, but just obviously fit it to my size. This is going to go in the upcycling pile. The same with this. I've kept this because it's too small for my daughter, but it is like a rib knit, so I'm going to use that for making like rib knit because it's really expensive to buy that. Here I have some jeans that just need the zipper fixed on them, so that's going to go into the easy upcycling. I have a dress that I need to turn into a top, which is literally just cutting off the bottom. That's going to go into easy upcycling. These are my daughter's trousers that have a hole on the side. Mending. This is a onesie that the zip is bust. I think I'm going to cut this up and reshape it to a onesie for my son. So that's going to go in the upcycling pile. I wanted to make him a jumper from this jumper, so that's upcycling. This pains me. If you watched my last video, I had some Christmas pajamas for all of my kids that I started to make 2 years ago now and just never finished, but I never completed the task, and now they are all too small because my kids are not the same size that they were. So I think I'm just going to get rid of these. I'm going to salvage as much of the material that I can in order to probably make something different. But I'm not going to continue to obviously finish off these pyjamas because they wouldn't fit them anymore. I got this top from my mum and I just loved the fabric. I really wanted to make like one of those one shoulder tops. with this and have like a really thick gold chain as one of the straps. So I am going to still do that with this top, but again, this is going to go in the upcycling project because I think it's going to take a bit more brain power than just chopping it and stitching down the sides. I'm not really sure why I kept these trousers. It was probably to make something for the winter season, but I think I'm just going to get rid of these. If you go back onto my channel, you'll see that I made these bags for my children. The zip on this bag is busted and my daughter wanted me to fix it for her. I'm going to put that in the easy mending pile. I had these tracksuit bottoms that I no longer wear and I want to make some hoodies for my son. So I think I'm going to put that in the upcycling pile, but it's going to have to be something that I do pretty soon because he doesn't have any zip up hoodies and I'm this close to just going to the shop and buying them. But I don't want to do that because I've saved all of this material for that exact reason, to make him some. I quickly did that off camera. Now we will move on to the actual materials. So I didn't get any projects done. So a lot of these projects, unfortunately, are going to go back into the storage until hopefully the end of the year when the weather starts to cool down a bit and get cold again. And then we'll finally get rid of these things. I'm sick of having to come back to the same material, the same project, and them still never being done. Here we have some material to make my daughter a dressing gown. I didn't make her a dressing gown because she ended up getting gifted a dressing gown from a family member, so I thought it was a bit of a waste to make a dressing gown when she already had one. But now with kids growing like weeds, she has grown out of that dressing gown, so I can actually make the dressing gown. Oh, this is some fabric that I brought a long time ago, and I plan to make a two-piece trouser and kind of rugby shirt slash three-quarter zipper set. So I have a lot of material there because I wanted it to be long sleeved and long trousers. So that is all that's in this bag. This I'm keeping out because my daughter wants me to make her an outfit for her birthday, and I'm still going to make it out of this. I did want to make originally like a Christmas dress for her to wear to a school disco, but that time has passed. It will now be a birthday outfit and I think she'll still like it. And it is light enough to still wear in the summer season. This is tons of material to make the viral gathered dress skirt. I'm still undecided of if I want to make it a two-piece set or if I want to make it a dress, or if I want to do a different style. So I'm just going round and round in circles with this one. However, I need to just make the decision and make the dress. I think I'm going to make the dress because it lives rent-free in my head in this exact colour. Again, on camera, this looks very bright. It's not that bright in real life, but we're going to keep this in the box because I want to get this made up. This was the rest of the material for finishing off the pyjamas, but we're not going to do that, so this is going to get packed away. Then I just had some kind of winter materials. I did plan to make some like two-piece sets, but I just don't really love this colour or this material, so I might turn it into like sets for my girls instead. But I will take this out because I don't want to use this right now. I have some black material which I did end up making a top with, so I'm very proud of myself with that one. That video is coming soon, so watch out for that. I made 3 tops in that video and got some fabric used up. That's going back into storage. This material, again, I wanted to make a really nice top and trouser set. I did make the top, but I'm not sure if this is going to be enough to make the trousers. Also, I'm looking for lining because this is see-through and I need to line them trousers. So for now, I'm going to put it back into my storage because it's not a priority. I did want to upcycle this top by turning it into a dress that I had seen, and that's still something that I want to make, but I didn't have enough material of the one that I plan to use in order to kind of finish this project, so I'm going to put that down. I have some like spare fabric that I thought I could use for things but never really ended up using, so I'm just going to put these away because I don't really know when I'm going to use a black net anytime soon. I have this material that I want to make an apron out of. I've been doing a lot more baking recently and I definitely need to make myself an apron because there's just so much messes. So I am going to keep this out and that will be something that gets done very soon. This material is something that I wanted to make a two-piece set out of. I still want to make that set. I just don't think that this is a priority right now, but it may come a little bit sooner than the rest of these projects, but I am going to still pack it away for now because we have plenty to keep us busy. I did save some like wet look leggings because I wanted to make my daughter some gloves with this kind of material, but I just again never got round to it, so I'm going to throw these away. I think I have so much scrap of this. I did make a top out of this, which again you'll see, but I am thinking of making a different style of top, and that would be something that I would wear this summer, so I'm going to gather up all of these scraps and see if it's enough to make the top that I want to make. I just loved this dress for my daughter and I just didn't want to throw it away. I wanted to upcycle it in a way that she could wear it still, but we never got round to it. I am going to put this in the pile just because I'm not ready to let go of it. I think it can still be something really cute, but I just don't know what. It's going to take a lot more thought now. I had this skirt. I can't remember if I brought this skirt or if it was gifted, and I wanted to basically just keep it the same and make it like a mini skirt, but I didn't realise that it had darts in it, so I thought I could just kind of sew up the sides and it would be fine, but it has darts in it, so I need to remove the darts and figure out a way to do that. I brought this dress because I love the print of it, but it is a bit too short for me, and I seen my favourite influencer, keep wanting to say Bronnie Lee, but it's Bronnie. She had some, I think they're called cleps in this print, and I thought, oh my gosh, I could probably make this into like some cleps, but I'm not sure if it's enough fabric. So I am going to put it in my upcycling pile and see if I can still do that, because she started it like so cool, and I'm gonna give it a go. So I have this that I wanted to make my son some winter pajamas with. Again, I just ended up buying him all of the pajamas in this cozy fuzzy texture, so those will be too small for him this winter, so we'll get making him some pajamas when it comes to autumn winter. I kept these out because if I did make my girls some Christmas dresses, I was going to add this into it. Never ended up making them, so they're going to go back into storage. I have so much of this material. I don't actually know what I'm going to make with this. It was always originally to make a dress, but I don't think my daughter would appreciate that style of dress anymore. So I am a bit at a standstill of what to make with this fabric. So I'm going to have to like do some research and make her something nice, because I think if I made it into like a two-piece set, it would look too much like pajamas, but this is too thick to wear as pajamas. Also, I think like what's those dresses, like a baby doll dress in this material, she just wouldn't appreciate, but I know it can be something great. So I am still going to figure it out, but I am going to move it into the storage just because I don't have an idea right now for it. Going back into the box is my apron, my dress, my daughter's birthday outfit. I'm going to keep this because I might use this to line the cosmetic bags that I'm going to make. And then we will put the cosmetic bag material in there. So now that is out the way, we are now going to go into my storage. And my storage is just basically a medium-sized suitcase. I wouldn't classify this as a large suitcase. I think that's great for me because it keeps me on track. Imagine if I had anything bigger than this, I'd be done for. I've tilted you down a little bit more. I'm a bit headless, but I want to show you guys what is in here. I automatically know some of the things that I want to take out for this. So number one is this material. This is like a mesh material. It's not that bright green. In real life it's a bit more muted. Going to a festival at the end of May, and I'm planning to turn this into the outfit that I wear to that festival. I have so much of it, but it is flocked, so it does get everywhere, so it is in this bag. I'm going to take out this material because it is very cooling, and I think I'm going to either make a summer dress out of it, or I'm going to make like a tank top out of it. I'm going to take this out just because I had a dress that I wore to a wedding. I didn't do the best job of that dress, so I do want to go in and tweak it so I can always use the extra fabric. I do have more on this side. I just kept this because I didn't have the heart to like throw it away. I still don't know what this could be, but when I find out, it will turn into it. I'm going to take this out because I want to make my girls a hoodie or a zip up or some kind of two-piece set with that. These two are just bags of scraps, and I'm still figuring out like how to get rid of scraps. Like, where do you send them? I can't find any like recyclable places by me. Like, anything that's recyclable, they want like clothes and not just fabric scraps. So if you live in Birmingham, England, and you know of any of those places, then please comment it down below so that I can get rid of these tiny little scraps. So now I have to find a way to get all of this back in here. Box, hopefully we have everything that we're going to make over the spring summer season. I'm being really strict on myself this year because they just have to go this year. I cannot go into next year 2027 with this material. I need it gone, or I'm just going to donate the whole lot of it. I'm joking, guys. I don't think I'm going to do that. I want to use it. That's the material. Now I'm going to move to my upcycle and tweaking pile. So I think I'm going to have a bag of upcycles that I want to complete this summer season, and then a bag that will have to go into storage, but where that storage is I don't know because we have already busted the suitcase out the seams and we have this black bag full of material. I'm gonna have to do some jigging around in this house. I found these leggings and I think maybe this could be a better solution for going underneath this top. I just don't want it to make me look grey, because even though it's brown, it's not my skin tone. So I'm going to keep that out because we'll see how that will look as a lining underneath that mesh top. This skirt is going into storage. We're worrying about that come autumn, winter. This top just has a hole in it which just needs to be sewn up before it gets any bigger. Like, it's so tiny I can't even find the hole, but I know it's in there. That's why I haven't worn it, because I didn't want to get it any bigger. So that can go in there. This has a tiny little hole again on the bum of it, and I just want to get that sewn up before that gets any bigger. I can't remember why I put this in here, honestly, but I'm gonna try it on, see if it fits me. If it doesn't fit me, I might put it in the upcycle and turn it into one of those corset vests, because I think that would be like really cool. This is a maternity skirt, and I just wanted to cut off this band and wear it as a skirt, but I'm not sure how it will fit once I do that because it does have a little bit of a dip in it, so I'm going to see how that goes. This was a top I brought that I just didn't like the neckline of, so I just want to cut the neckline and make it a little bit deeper. That was the quick men's, and now we have some upcycling. This is a dress that my oldest daughter had, but it's not her style, so I think it would suit my youngest daughter a little bit better now, so I might cut this off and make it into a shorts and top set because I think it's really cute. I keep that out. Then this dress that I wanted to make some colettes out of, I think that's what it's called, as I previously stated. These combat trousers, which I just never wore as trousers. What I want to do with this is turn it into a skirt, and I think it's as simple as cutting down the legs and sewing it. I want to get that done because these are very lightweight and it would be great for summer. I'm gonna keep this in the pile just because I'm going to use it for ribbing, and I'm going to keep these out. But until I get a bag, I'm just going to pop it on top of that box, but we will put it in a bag. So now the rest of these clothes can get put into this bag. That is it, guys. We now have everything sorted into make, mend and upcycles, and hopefully within the next 3 to 4 months we can get that whole pile done and dusted, because we cannot be doing this again next season. Thank you so much for joining me. Let me know if this is something that you do, where you rotate your fabrics, or if you just kind of go with the flow. If you like this video, then like this video, and if you love this video, then be sure to subscribe, because now comes the fun part, making and mending all of our stuff. So with that being said, do not forget to live life's beauty, because life is beautiful and it's out there waiting to be lived by you, and hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye.